Hello everybody watching, it's your Pisces MC Trevor Quincy, Thursday, April 20th, 2023. Today, we are just waiting for our live audience to come in, and while we're doing so, if you're watching the pre-recorded version, we're going to answer your astrology questions. So if in the case that you have any questions based on astrology, I'm here to answer them. So leave it down in the comment, but for those that are coming in, what we are doing today is answering astrology questions, and of course, we're going to be doing some readings too. While we wait for people to come in, of course, I'm going to be chatting with my live audience. Hello, for those that are just joining in. Let me know where you're joining in from. Of course, I'm here in New York. Today it's 59 degrees, partly cloudy skies, winds blowing south-southeast to 5 to 10 miles per hour. High 62, low 50. All right. But until we wait for everybody to come in, as I said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know while we get everything going. We're going to start off with the astro weather forecast for today, Thursday, April 20th, 2023. Sun is at 0 degrees Taurus. Sun is at a critical degree. Moon 7 Taurus, Mercury 15 Taurus, Venus 11 Gemini, Mars 13 Cancer. Mars is at a critical degree. Jupiter 23 Aries, Saturn 4 Pisces. Saturn is at a critical degree. Uranus 17 Taurus, Neptune 26 Pisces, Pluto 0 Aquarius. Pluto is at a critical degree. North Node 4 Taurus. Lilith is at a critical degree as well, 29 degrees Leo. All right, let's see here. I have an 8th house stellium in Capricorn. Which planets are in that stellium? That'll give me a further analysis as to how we can execute how that's going to manifest for you. What are your takes on Vedic astrology? I actually like Vedic astrology. I'm studying it currently. I'm into the Mahadashas currently right now. I can explain a little bit about it, but it's kind of like I'm juggling. I don't really know like so much about it to where I'm like, here's what I'm doing, but like I can chat about it. Let's see here. Uranus, Jupiter, Sun, Mercury. Okay, so major focus is on your transformation journey as well as your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life. Just watch for any controlling issues, micromanaging things that are outside of your control. Very intuitive placement, but also very transformative placement too. A lot of situations that are going to happen that does need some type of healing. But once you do heal, you're going to get some wisdom that you're meant to share with other people. Uranus, sudden transformative changes. Of course, Mercury here is kind of the lie detector. So you really want to be sure that you are not approaching any situations just like with that intensity. But I will say here that you can trigger some people's unhealed wounds, which is not a bad thing, but watch out for people's projection. Do learn the power within your words too. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Saturn returned Pisces in the 5th house. Definitely needs to work. You definitely need to work on expressing your confidence, building yourself up, shining your light, not dimming your light because of other people's projection. But with Saturn and Pisces, Saturn's really trying to get you to make your dreams a tangible reality by really putting in consistency, structure, organization within whatever it is that you're trying to manifest for yourself. With Pisces placements, they see the end result in mind, but it's all about the process of getting there, especially when you have some earth element within that. So it is really important that you're putting consistency and the hard work within making your dreams a tangible reality. Remember, action is required, not just faith, okay? Let's see what else is going on here. Definitely between systems. I'm still confused on the difference between Vedic and tropical astrology. Like, does Aries act? Let's see here. Hi, for those that are just joining in, we're answering questions. So the difference between tropical and sidereal astrology, because Vedic does utilize sidereal astrology, but they do use different ayanamshas per se. So Vedic usually uses Lahiri, and then regular sidereal astrology uses Fagan Bradley. They're about a degree difference, but the degree difference may, make or break whatever placement that you are trying to analyze. But Vedic astrology is based off of the constellations that are going on within the sky, so it's very hard to argue certain predictions that are made is because it's, you can't argue logic. Juxtapose tropical astrology, it's great for psychological analysis. I'm not knocking, tropical astrology. It's because it's really great when we're trying to figure out who we are on our internal. It's more of a foundational astrology, or feminine astrology is because it does help with introspection, why we make the decisions that we make. Okay, let's see here. Hello. I dreamed of you. Did you? Thank you so much. Hopefully I was something good in the dream. All right. I do see readings coming in already. Tyler, thank you so much for the Cash App, which leads me to my next thing. If in the case that you would want a reading, we are doing readings today. They may be held back a little bit because they do tend to get backed up quickly. So I'll let you guys know when they do get backed up. But for right now, if in the case that you want a reading, they're $15 today. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. The handle is TRZO LLC. I'll even post it up in just a second. But if in the case that you would want a reading, feel free to send your donations to Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. The handle is TRZO LLC. I'm actually writing it. And of course, when it is out of review, you guys will be able to see it. Okay? Once you send that alongside your birth info, time, date, location, we'll add you to the queue. All right? And here's basically how the reading works. Once I get your information, I enter it in on my end, and then I show it to you on display for everybody to see, and then we analyze it from there. I first look at critical degrees, then we get into your chart. If in the case that you have any questions, feel free to ask me. You could chat with me just as long as it is your reading, because if other people have questions, I will get distracted, okay? So that's how the readings are going today. But if in the case that you do have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. And for those that are watching the pre-recorded version, if in the case that you have any questions that are not yet answered on this live, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. All right, let's see here. I was so excited to send, I didn't even add my birth info. So if in the case that you didn't add your birth info, all you have to do is send your information to my Instagram, TRZO on the go, or you can go to the Instagram icon on my profile, and then that actually leads you to my personal. So either one is fine. You could just send it to my Instagram, okay? I did drop my thing here. Ugh. All right, so I do see more questions coming in. Is this a stellium? Pisces, Sun, Jupiter, Uranus, Mercury, all in the 6th house? It depends on what your definition of a stellium is. Some astrologers define it as planets that are close together within about a 3 to 7 orb conjunction. And then there are other astrologers that define it as there's one placement at 1 degree, one placement at 20 degrees, but because they're in the same sign, it does represent a stellium. It's really all dependent on you, because in Vedic astrology, that's actually called Gemini astrology. When you have multiple planets or placements in one sign, they will all be considered a conjunction. Juxtaposed in tropical astrology, it really depends on the astrologer. I usually give an orb range up to 10 degrees. So I would consider it to be a stellium as long as they're all connected within 10 degrees, okay? Let's see what else is going on here. Okay, doing so now. Thank you, of course. I have a Pisces stellium in the 1st house, Mars, Ascendant, Sun, Saturn, and Mercury. Consistency is needed with any action that you are taking to make your dreams a tangible reality, as well as taking action towards your life's direction. It will not come easy. There will be challenges around self-identity and independence as well. But I will say you do have the knowledge and the skills to move forward. Be sure to listen to your ideas. You can actually utilize them when you're manifesting or trying to take action towards your life's direction as well. Mars here gives you the energy and drive. Just watch out for impulsivity as well as spontaneity as well. With it being in Pisces, I will say you need to establish a connection with the universe. Really focus on spiritual development, on how to move forward, because then messages will come through your subconscious as well as your dreams too. All right, but with your Sun, strong personality, it's where you shine, okay? Let's see here. I'm in a great mood. I'm glad to hear it. What do you think about North Node in the 5th house in Sagittarius? Well, first and foremost, when I see North Node in the 5th house, you're definitely meant to establish your confidence and build up your confidence, express yourself, shine your light, and not dim your light because of self-sabotage or other people's projection of you. You're meant to have fun. It's going to be a very adventurous life for you. Could be an entrepreneur as well. It's very speculative to some degree. With it being in Sagittarius, first and foremost, you want to watch for overindulgence here, okay? It's going to be a fated event that may come to you, but it's very lucky energy, especially if you have Jupiter here. All right, testing your hand in the lottery, you never know, you may win. But with your North Node being in Sagittarius, you're moving away from becoming so open-minded in regards to what beliefs may be out there, what information may be out there, and you're going to figure out your own lifestyle, your own belief system, whatever that may mean to you. So it is really important that you find a lifestyle that best caters to you. A belief system doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual, and you expand on that, okay? Many people may come to you for advice. Many people definitely may confide in you because of the experience that you may hold. The universe here is going to bring you on some fated journeys that will give you a lot of life experience, okay? Just be sure to watch out for arrogance, naivete as well. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Info sent to IG. How does the eclipse affect a person with a Taurus moon? Eclipse with a Taurus moon. Well, the eclipse actually happened in Aries. So yes, we're still technically in the conjunction and we're still technically in a solar eclipse because of the degrees. But I will say here that because when it's in Taurus and when the eclipse season is happening here, major sudden changes depending on the house of the area that it's manifesting in. For Taurus, it does rule worth and value, material possession, really giving back to yourself through self-replenishment as well as your immediate family, learning your natural talents. So there could be news cycles within that. Now's not the time to start anything within Aries or Taurus areas right now because of the fact of we do have this solar eclipse that is bringing massive new beginnings within these areas. So it's not recommended that we start something new if in the case that we're trying or we're looking to start something new. It's more along the lines of let the universe kind of flow for a little bit and then start it. That's my best advice per se. Just sent the Venmo. Okay, let's check here because I did get quite a few people sending donations here. I just don't want it to get too booked up. All right, let's see here. That's such a beautiful combination. I am jealous. I'm sure in this lifetime it's magical. Ooh, interesting. Thank you. Of course, of course. So for those that are just joining in, we're answering questions and we're about to do some readings in just a few. So if in the case that you have a question, feel free to let me know in the comment section. For those that are watching the pre-recorded version, all you have to do is let me know in the comments what your question was if in the case it wasn't answered. Be sure to like and share to get us out there. If you're not already doing so, be sure to follow me every time I go live. I'm usually live every other day, if not every other 2 days, okay? So let's see what's going on in regards to reading. Okay, so I got Jessica, I got you, I got Tamara, I got Tyler as well. So readings are still open. As I said, they do tend to fill up a bit quickly. So if in the case that you do want a reading, it's $15. Payment information is up here. If in the case that you see it, TRZO LLC, and it's going to be $15 today. Usually readings are valued at $56, but they could be yours today if you are joining us on live for $15. Okay, so we're going to start with Tyler. Let's see here, Tyler, and you said that you sent it on my Instagram, so we're just going to open that and get you prepared here. I may have to reset my computer. So while we do that, we're just going to answer some questions until my computer reboots. All right, so let's see here. But we are going to get you situated here just to be sure that we have your information. All right, yes, I do have Ty's information, so we're just going to wait for my computer to restart, and in the meantime, I'm just going to answer some questions. Do I have Gemini placements? I don't have Gemini placements, but I have third house placements. My North Node is conjunct my IC in the third household sign. It's in Virgo, so it's still Mercury, you know, but it's that exalted Mercury, you know. What information do you need for the reading? I need your birth date, birth time, birth location. When's your birthday? What day were you born? What time were you born? Where were you born? You know, those questions are essential for me to pull up your whole chart. Now, if in the case that you don't have your time, that's okay. Of course, I'll do a general analysis. It may not hit the right way if in the case that you did have your time, but it's better if you do have a time. That way you can get the full experience. Let's see here. How do you feel about outer planets? I heard some astrologers don't like it. And I've come across those astrologers too. You know, I don't mind the outer planets. I actually incorporate them into my analyses. You know, do I use them all the time? Nah. If I feel like the energy is not that essential for my client to know, I'm not going to let them know about it. But if they want to know about it, I'll let them know. You know, is it required? No, because it's more activated when something collective happens, and that's more of a rare experience juxtapose the personal planets. Let's see here. Do you have a lot of water in your chart? Absolutely. Do you see it? Do you see that I'm like mystical? Ooh. Let's see. Venmo sent. I feel like I'm more outer than inner planets. Ooh, elaborate on that. You know, for me, I'm more the inner planets, but Saturn is sitting on an angle for me. Well, it's not sitting on an angle. It's sitting in an angular house. So Saturn's in my 10th house, and I feel her. Like, I definitely feel Saturnian energy, except for now. I'm not feeling it as much. It is transiting my 9th house in Pisces, and I don't really feel the whole, like, but my beliefs are being tested right now, absolutely, and I feel like it's being tested in front of the live studio audience. But for the most part, I feel Jupiter energy. Not Jupiter, Saturn energy. Jupiter energy, I actually don't feel that much. And I was talking to my brother earlier, and he was like, oh, I feel Jupiter, but I don't feel Saturn. And I'm like, wow, can't relate. Let's see here. I have a Cancer dominant chart and a 4th house stellium. Ooh, a lot of nurturing energy. Do you listen to your intuition? What happens when you don't listen to your intuition? That's something I want to know. My inner planets are earth and water, while my outer is fire and air. Now, I did find a way that you can find out your signature sign. There is an account that I like on here, Astro Classroom, and it's Astro Alley, and she came up with a way on how you can find your signature, but she didn't include all the angles. She only included the ascendant and the MC. For me, I would include everything, but I try tried her method, I ended up with 6 different signature signs. But what is your signature sign for those that are watching and for those that are in my live? Let me know if you know your signature sign. All right. Is your dominant sign the same as your signature sign? Not necessarily. Okay. Because dominant sign is just basically what holds a lot of weight in your chart. Juxtapose a signature sign, which is all the placements together. We add up the modalities, we add up the elements as well. And then whatever element and modality holds the most weight in the chart, that is your signature sign. But dominant sign's a little bit important. It's a little bit different because there's a bit more factors that play into that. Let's see here. My signature sign is Cancer. Oh, mine is Leo. Okay, we're right next to each other. We're neighbors. We're neighbors. Signature sign Pisces. I have a Sag Mars opposition Saturn in Gemini. What does that mean? Well, it depends on the house and the sign as well. Well, the sign you already said, but it depends on the house because that would really be a better opposition example. Because Saturn in Gemini, this can mean a variety of things. You could be a jack of all trades, master of none, but you can always do better than the master of one. Or this means that people could have gossiped about you early on, especially with Saturn element. There could have been some karma in regards to gossip or misinformation being spread. And, you know, as a result, you kind of need to find your own outlet to get your words out. Rather that be sharing your opinion, writing, journaling, whatever is best beneficial to you. It's really all about that. Let's see here. Dominant signs Capricorn and Sagittarius, but not sure the signature. So what I recommend you do is write every placement that you have out. I want the element and I want the modality. And then I kind of want a list. So anything, how many earth placements do you have? How many cardinal, fixed, or mutable places do you have? And then whatever's the total, whatever the majority element and the majority modality is, that is going to create a zodiac sign, and that is your signature. So take all your placements. I would throw in all the angles, so the ascendant, the descendant, the MC, and also the IC. I take them all out, add them all up, and then see which one, you know, makes the cut. All right. Ooh, do you do day or night charts? Of course I do sect. What you know about sect? I do day or night charts. Day charts, I like a day chart, although I'm a night chart. You know, I'm not trying to be fake, but like I like day charts better because Saturn is more disciplined and structured, and you can get Saturnian lessons better through a day chart juxtaposed a night chart where Saturn is the greater malefic, you know? So night charts and day charts, the difference between the two. If you have your sun in houses 7 through 12, you have a day chart. If it's below the horizon or in houses 1 or 6, you have a night chart. And so if you have a day chart, Jupiter is your greater benefic, Mars is your greater malefic. You have Venus being your lesser benefic, and then Saturn's your lesser malefic. So Saturn actually does better, as I said, in a day chart than it does a night chart, because if you have a night chart, then Venus is your greater benefic, and then Saturn is your greater malefic. Then for Jupiter, Jupiter's your lesser benefic, and then Mars is your lesser malefic. So there you go. Not sure if that counts. I believe I'm a day chart. Where's your sun? Is your sun in houses 7 through 12? I'm a day chart, but I'm a Cancer rising. Not sure if that counts. The rising doesn't count. It's more based off of your sun sign. So wherever your sun sign is, whatever house it falls into, whole sign, not Placidus. All right. Unless your sign falls into the first house, your sun falls into the first house, you really want to look at it whole sign, because if it's above the horizon, then it's a day chart. If it's below, it is a night chart. So if your sun is conjunct the ascendant, if it is before the ascendant, you are a day chart. If it is after, like below it, you are a night chart. Okay. Yes. Sun in the 8th house, day charts. Let's see. Why does Saturn dominant people lives only get better after 30? Well, I'm a Saturn dominant person, and the only reason is because life is harder on us now. That way we don't have to live a hard life later, because there's a bit of our lives that we're meant to help other people during their Saturn return. A lot of Saturnian dominant people learn these lessons early on. That way, when they get to 30, they can assist other people that may be going through the same things that they went through. So Saturn dominant people, it does get better after 30s, because you realize that after 30, everybody starts kind of like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on in life. And now you start feeling as if that you belong. There's a reason to why you went through everything that you went through. You know, it's because everybody else starts going through it and they don't know what's going on. But then for you, it's like a normal Tuesday, you know? So it really depends on what your Saturn placements are and what you're meant to learn in this lifetime. You know, I have 6 cardinal, but equal 4 fire and 4 earth. So you have an ambiguous sign. What that means is that you have 2 signs that are your signature. Which one do you resonate with more? That's usually how you can pick it. Or if you go to astro-seek.com, they usually have a generator, but I'm more along the lines of if there's both within you, I just resonate with both. That's just me. All right, everyone, let's start to get to our readings. I know Ty is first, and my laptop is all ready to go. So while I enter the information, as I said, here's how it works. I'm going to type in your information on my end, and I'm going to pull it up on the screen so everybody's going to see the chart. It's going to be a cute learning moment, okay? I'm going to show you your critical degrees. Critical degrees are significant importance. If you have any critical degrees, you really want to pay attention to the house that it falls into. Special lessons will manifest through that area of your life, okay? Once I pull it up, it's going to be a great time. Ask any questions if it's pertaining to your chart, okay? And if it's not pertaining to your chart, please hold all those questions until the end. All right. And if in the case that you want a reading, we are still open. I am going to close them a little bit because I do have plans today on this lovely day. What's anybody's plans today for 420? Anybody celebrating 420? Well, I don't think I'm celebrating. I'm just, seeing friends, catching up, there's this place near my house. It's called the Docks, and we can see the water and everything like that. And I haven't gone in a long time. So that's what I'm doing today. What's everybody else doing? Let me know. While you let me know, I'm going to get everything situated here. First up, we have Ty. So Ty, if you're here, I did see your comment before. So yep, she's here. And while we wait for that, for a hood. Let's see. What you know about the Austin metropolitan area? Let's see here. No, for real, I took the day off for a mental health day. Look, it's a national holiday. People just don't recognize it. I don't see, you know what I mean? Let's see here. Ooh, and a 97, baby. Okay, we're both 97 here. Another Texan. I lived in Austin for 6 months, and I'm back in New York, and I'm trying to get back. I'm not going to lie here. I miss Austin so much. So many signs and synchronicities. I can't tell you how many cars come up and down my road every day that have Texas license plates in New York. Get that. Was the eclipse visible there? The eclipse happened at 12:12 a.m. So if it was visible, I was asleep. I slept right through that eclipse. Did anybody feel the eclipse? I didn't. It happened in my 10th house, but now that everything has shifted to Taurus, it's now in my 11th. But I didn't feel anything, Dallas girlies, let's see here. Come back. Austin is so lovely. I miss it so much, but it's so expensive. It's like little New York down there, Like if I have an opportunity bringing me down there, I'll definitely go. I felt it. I was stressed. I work in Austin, but I live in Killeen. How's that drive every day? Oh my God. Texans don't know how to drive down there too. Look, okay, everyone. Let's say hello to Ty. Hi, Ty. Hi, Ty. All right, Gemini ascendant. Yay, the pricing is crazy. Look, I'm telling you. All right, everyone, here is what we're going to do. This is Ty's chart. Of course, as I said, we're looking at any critical degrees. Does Ty have any critical degrees? I don't know. Let's see. Pluto 4 Sagittarius is at a critical degree. Chiron 0 Scorpio, critical degree. You are spiritually protected through your ascendant. Come on, 555. Could be synchronicity that you see all the time. Could be confirmation for you. All right, let's see over here. Do you have any critical degrees? Yes, that Moon 29 Sagittarius. Critical degree. How's that manifesting for you? All right, Mars 1 Libra critical degree, and Jupiter 26 Capricorn critical degree. Saturn 1 Aries critical degree. It's the cardinal signs. Oh my gosh, it's all the cardinal signs here. I also have Saturn in Aries. We're both 97, guys. That's right. 97 was the best year. Everybody else was just bitter. All right, let's see here. In a past life, you definitely could have been focused on letting the universe become your teacher, gaining experience through philosophy, belief systems, trying to figure out the meaning of life, essentially, trying to figure out a lifestyle that best serves you. In this lifetime, this is where not only you can find emotional fulfillment, but where you have a natural charm. You have natural talents here, as well as where you could step into your power. But these themes are going to manifest within relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business, and business contracts. It's important that you learn the power within a dynamic, okay? Because you may not realize that you can trigger other people's unhealed wounds when you're together. And this is just by you showing up being yourself. Nothing on your behalf. Just realize the power that you hold within a dynamic, okay? Watch for people pleasing. There could be a time that you can really give to other people, juxtapose giving to yourself. So watch out for that. That will bring you emotional fulfillment, okay? Watch for emotional manipulation within partnerships, connections, interpersonal connections as well, okay? But I will say, starting a business, it could be expansive, it could be international. So it really all depends on you. But you also need to find a balance between your self-independence, identity, taking action towards your life's direction, and relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, okay? In this lifetime, time you're meant to be witty, lighthearted, becoming curious about mundane knowledge, all right, as well as focusing on siblings, cousins, your immediate environment. This is best going to manifest for you within your transformation and your healing journey too. It's not going to be easy. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? You do have Capricorn in your 8th house. Not the sexiest of placements, but hey, it does get better with time, all right? I will say here, watch for any controlling issues, micromanaging things that are outside of your control, definitely confronting fears with intimacy, vulnerability, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, really finding an acceptance for your past as well too. You want to be sure to let go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment, which in turn puts you in alignment with your dharmic path. Now, I'm looking in your chart that you have a grand trine. Now, the grand trine here is actually hitting houses 1, 5, and 9, which means that you are naturally in alignment with your dharmic path, but your healing journey just keeps you in alignment, okay? So really prioritize that healing journey there. There's going to be a lot of transformation that you do go through, but a lot of wisdom that you're meant to share with others that comes from the result of that, okay? Very much a truth seeker, tells it how it is. You need to realize the power within your words too. Some people may not take to your words as kindly, so don't give in to that projection. All right, so you do have some 9th house placements. I'm seeing Uranus, Neptune, and I'm seeing the MC here. I just want to see, I already scrolled down. All right, so it's Uranus actually and the MC only. So I will say with Uranus in the 9th house, sudden changes with your belief system. Perhaps maybe you may find something new, or perhaps maybe a belief system that you held early on. It could fail you in some way, so you may have a sudden shift there. Part of your mission in this lifetime is really to do something that's original, that very few people know how to do. Perhaps maybe you're the first person on how to do the certain thing, or whatever it is that you're doing. It is going to be quite unconventional, so don't be afraid to beat your own drum here. All right, it is going to be expansive, I'll tell you that, but feel free to listen to your ideas, because they can really execute some future endeavors for yourself, as well as make the world a better place and progress society forward here. Saturn being in your 11th house really adds to that flair, but there are going to be karmic relationships between friends, groups, networks, organizations, and the execution of your future endeavors. Your future endeavors are going to require some consistency, structure, organization to really manifest and to really become a tangible reality. Okay, watch for rushing here. There's a tendency to be in that go, go, go energy to try to get things done because you're trying to meet some unconscious expectation that you've made for yourself. You need to learn how to slow down, because when things don't go your way, you do tend to get frustrated, and the universe really wants you to work with itself. That way you can really get in the flow of certain things. Things are going to manifest for you over a span of time, okay? The bigger you get, the smaller your friend group. So karmic lessons with friends, groups, networks, organizations. Your friends may not support you if they find that you're doing something that is not benefiting the collective, okay? So definitely watch out for that information. You do have Mars conjunct in the North Node in Libra in your 5th house. Definitely meant to build up that confidence, express yourself, shine your light, not dim your light because of other people's projection. You will find that when you dim your light, you'll definitely become frustrated more at yourself here. All right, so it is really important that you are going out, having fun, enjoying life. This is going to be a fun placement for you, just as long as you're not being, that you're not having too much fun, if you know what I mean. Watch for overindulgence, watch for self-splurging, of course. But part of your destiny is really to get out of this independent mindset. You're meant to have a level of codependence that is healthy for you. So allow other people to have fun with you. Allow other people to be a part of your experience, okay? Last but not least, before I let you go, you have Chiron and Scorpio in the 6th house. Not an easy placement. People may not like your tone of delivery, so there are wounds around critique, criticism, and perfectionism, all right? So people always think that you are critiquing them just based off your tone of delivery, and so they're returning the favor through projection. Don't take on that projection. Definitely focus on your personal development journey. This will help you to not only heal yourself, but to heal other people. Now, I will say these wounds do run deep a little bit, so definitely prioritize your healing journey. That'll also help you to heal other people in your day-to-day, all right? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank y'all. All right, let's see here. I did have some more donations coming in, as I'm just going to check right now. That way I'm not too behind schedule. All right, let's see here. We have Tamara, we have Jessica Calderon, we have Maggie Webb, and then we have Haley Anderson. I went to school with the Jessica Calderon, by the way, so I don't know if this is the same Just Watching. If so, hey, how you doing? If not, hey, how you doing? Why not? So let's see here. Up next, we have Tamara from Chicago. Chicago. All right, it's a city that's exciting. It's a city that's inviting. It's a city for a person not like me. Absolutely not. It's too cold there. I can't do the Chicago weather. Last time I was there was actually February of 2022. I was coming back from Texas, and I took the train. I took the Amtrak train from Texas to Chicago, Chicago to New York. I will never do that again. Absolutely not. Immediate no. Immediate chop. Or you know what? If I do it again, I'm either going to fly or I'm going to have to take one of those roomettes. that they have on the Amtrak, because I cannot do coach again. It was too much. And I looked like a hot mess those 2 days. But you know what? We made it through. All right, Tamara, we are up to you. I'm typing in your information. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. All right, so let's see here. Chicago. Now that song's in my head. Let's see here. I wish, because you seem so cool, but I like in California, and I knew they were saying Texas. Yeah, no, I miss Texas. I do. I really miss Texas. It was good down there. I had a really good apartment too. Really good area. So much land. I was living in hill country. 10 out of 10. Better than Long Island. I said what I said. Yes, and then Chicago is cold. And then you got the wind chill on top of it with that lake effect. Messy. You know, his energy is great. Thank you. All right, let's see here. 9/14. And born in a year. And then we have 5/44. All right, let's see here. Okay, so we have Tamara coming on stage right now. Yes, let's give a warm welcome to Tamara. Is she going to make it through the audition? Who knows? Hi, Tamara. Hi, Tamara. What is your talent? What are we going to find out from you today? All right, let's see if you have any critical degrees here. All right, let's just move this over here. Do you have any critical degrees? Yes, you do. Ascendant 22 Aquarius critical degree. You just didn't make that cut, unfortunately. But hey, let's see over here. Did you make the cut at least? Let's see. I'm not seeing any critical degrees. Saturn 0 Gemini. It is a critical degree. But look, it's retrograde, so it could be worse. You know, I feel like Saturn retrograde is the best retrograde placement to have. Why? When you have retrograde planets, it reverses the roles of the planets and makes it stronger. So Saturn retrograde, taking away the restriction, the limitation, and the obstacles, I think yes. I think yes. You know, is it the sexiest of placements? Immediate no. And it's in Gemini, giving you mental problems? No, absolutely not. I'm not calling you mentally ill. No, I'm just saying, like, there's just a lot of racing thoughts, people talking about you that you don't even know about, and it's karmic. Absolutely not. I wouldn't wish that. But you know what? It is at the purest energy. It's not like anything is happening. You got a good Mercury as well, too. It is trining. So I feel like it's all going to work out for you. All right, Aquarius Ascendant. In a past life, you're definitely focused on expressing yourself, building your confidence, putting yourself out there, shining your light, you know? Not dimming your light because of self-sabotage or because of other people's projection, of course. In this lifetime, that's where you have energy and drive, but this is going to pertain to relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, marriage, and union as well. Very passionate energy. But I will say, in a one-to-one conflict, do not bring in other people. What do I mean by that? Of course, if there was a situation that you had with me, say for instance, I was eating your cereal, then you would be like, other people don't do that. Don't bring in the other people. Just be like, I wouldn't like that. I don't like that. Just say that you don't like it, okay? You know, just keep it within the one-to-one dynamic. Remember, the 7th house is about one-to-one connections, interpersonal connections, not the whole group, not the whole collective. That's the 11th house. All right. Also, you may yearn to be independent in a relationship. Be sure to find your own independence with the relationship that you have with yourself. All right. Do not rush through any business dealings. Be sure to dot your I's and cross your T's. In this lifetime, you're really meant to focus on friends, groups, networks, your organizations, as well as the execution of any future endeavors that you may have for yourself. Really pay attention to your ideas here, because they could be quite innovative, progress society forward, make the world a better place. It's really giving good energy here. All right. Now, Uranus in the 1st house won't let you get comfortable. I'm not going to lie to you. All right. Sudden changes once you get comfortable. It's going to be an interesting time for you, but it's going to help you for your future. It's what it's helping you towards. It's also helping you to find a belief system, a philosophy. Doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual, but it's helping you to expand. So I think it's helping you in a good way here. You do have a grand air trine going on here, 1st, 5th, and 9th house. You're in alignment with your dharmic path, the path that you're meant to be on. All right. So just be sure here that we're staying in alignment by doing what? Prioritizing our healing journey. It's where you shine. All right. So be sure that you're not afraid to go below the surface, accept the darker aspects of life, and really make peace with your past. Okay. That's going to be really important, as well as letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment. Be sure to ask questions if you have, okay? Watch for criticism for yourself and for other people, all right? But I will say, establishing a connection with the universe is definitely going to help you with Neptune being in your 1st house, because your path is giving a lot of smoke and mirrors energy. It's giving you see the final vision, but you don't see the process. So definitely tap into that spiritual development, establishing that connection with the universe. You'll get messages via your subconscious on how to move forward. Okay? Now, I will say here that you do have Pluto, Chiron, conjuncture MC. Not the easiest placement to have. Okay? You're very magnetic to the collective, but it's either people really love you or they really hate you. so watch out for that projection. You could be a healer. You could definitely help other people to progress on their journey, perhaps giving them some meaning to life. A lot of people may confide in you for some advice because of how experienced you may appear to the collective. All right, part of your mission is to live that larger than life persona. It's best going to manifest 7 places from itself from that opposition, of course, because Jupiter is expressing in Gemini. Could be a public speaker. Definitely could be doing something in real estate as well, because it is 7 places from itself in that 4th. Just be sure here that with Jupiter and Gemini that you are utilizing your ideas instead of just like sharing any misinformation or definitely just letting it kind of just race through your head. Definitely put some action behind it too. That's what's going to help you to step into your power as well. All right. Early on, you definitely could have grew up with a belief system or a religion that didn't quite suit you. In this lifetime, you're meant to find something that best works for you and finding out your own meaning of life, whatever that may mean to you. That's going to help you to heal yourself and to heal others as well too. You do have a moon in Aries in the 3rd house, so you do find emotional fulfillment through communication, talking with others, developing your skills, etc., etc. People definitely like what you have to say, but I will say here, you're a very direct and passionate speaker. First and foremost, I want you to understand that you need to face your emotions head on. If not, it's going to lead to violent outbursts and lashing out. It's not a cute look for you. All right. But I will say, if in the case, once you are healed, you do great when you're talking with people that you feel comfortable with. So you need to build that bond with other people. Okay. There is a good chance here that you could be a teacher, that you find emotional fulfillment through sharing information, just as long as you are not sharing misinformation. So definitely find information that validates your information that you're sharing with others. I hope that made sense. Anyway, you do have Moon in Libra and Venus in Libra in your 9th house here. Definitely meant to share your experience, your journey, your story with other people here. And other people will definitely like to hear what you have to say, okay, with that Venus-Mercury conjunction. Don't be afraid to allow other people to help you to find a belief system that best serves you. You're not meant to go through this journey alone, okay? Other people will definitely come and join you on this experience, just as long as you don't push them away. All right, let's see here. I do see North Node in Cancer in that 6th house here. Definitely meant to focus on your mundane responsibilities, your day-to-day operations, as well as work schedule routine around personal development and physical health. Definitely need to set up some energetic boundaries in your day-to-day, yeah, because you do have a tendency to help out other people sometimes to your detriment. All right, but you're also meant to focus on your private life here, processing your feelings and your emotions, your home, your family, as well as really listening to your intuition. Who are you truly? Who are you to your core? These are questions that you are naturally moving towards within your progression. All right, last but not least, you do have a yod here. All right, so it is really important to focus on you, yourself, your identity, your independence, as well as taking action towards your life's direction, because once you do that, you're going to be feeling a special talent or a special purpose that was meant to be manifested on this lifetime for you. Will we know how that's going to manifest? I don't know, but you really want to pay attention to any Leo transits that come about, because then that'll activate that yod for you, just like that Mars is naturally doing for you. That Mars at 29 degrees, it's at 28. It just missed the cut for the Regulus degree. But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. All right. Thank you. Here. All right. You should do tarot on the go too. I do. I used to do tarot all the time. I actually started off with tarot, but I will say here, on the lives, tarot tends to get to be a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. It does tend to get a lot, because a lot of people come in, they're expecting the tarot reading for free. A lot of people don't donate, but they'll spam the comments and it turns into this one big thing. Not for me, but I'll definitely do it on some days sometimes when it's not too crowded. You know, let's see here. Just got into the birth chart. I want to learn more. Ooh, what do you want to learn about? What do you want to learn about? Also, I want to know, how frequent should I do a reading? In terms of astrology, it really depends on you. You know, if you feel like you got all the information that you need, then, you know, you may not need a reading. But if in the case that you feel that you want another perspective, then I would recommend getting a reading from, you know, an astrologer or anybody who's skilled in astrology per se. I will say a solar return reading, I do recommend that for anybody who is getting into astrology or they're looking at their birth chart. What is a solar return reading? Every year around your birthday, I can't say the day of your birthday because the sun may not be at that degree that year. So every year around your birthday, you'll get a solar return chart. Basically, when the sun crosses over the degree at which it was at when you were born, a chart is casted. So I recommend looking at that. That lets me know the upcoming themes and events that are happening within the year. Let's see here. As you should, that's the best way to go about times like these. Absolutely. Let's see. All right, so who's next here? So we did Tamara. So we have Jessica Calderon. Let's see here. All right. How are you handling the solar eclipse? I don't feel it. I honestly don't feel it. It happened in my 10th house. Now it's in my 11th house. I'm not personally feeling anything. I'm not calling scam. I just don't feel it. Nothing major happened for me over here. Career's been good. You know, I feel like everything's going good on that behalf, but I didn't really feel it. It happened at midnight in New York. So that's pretty much it. How much are your rates with reading charts? Well, live today, it'll be 15, but then if in the case that you want a personal, it's going to be, it really depends on what you get. But I will say today, you're getting $56 value of readings in for $15. So if in the case that you want a reading today on live, all you have to do is send a little donation and we'll do that for you. It's happening on my 8th house being a Virgo rising. What should I expect? It already happened. You know, so if anything didn't happen, that's pretty much that. You know, the solar eclipse, unless it's hitting like very personal planets or it's conjunct something in your natal chart, it may not manifest as anything. Even if it is conjunct your natal placements, you may not feel anything because it's just triggering in a massive new beginning. Some people, it may become physical. For some people, it may be an internal beginning, depending on what house it's in. The 8th house is a more reflective internal house, so it may just mean that you are starting new cycles within transformation, healing yourself, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life. So it really depends on what house, what area that it's manifesting for you. I personally didn't feel it, you know, so paying attention. Also, Mars is in Cancer too, so perhaps if you felt something could have happened within that area of life for you. A lot of people I know were getting exposed for being weird. Aries does strike me as like the exposing type. So yeah, and it was at 29 degrees too. Like, I don't know. For me, I didn't see anybody, you know, kind of go through a change. I know the energy's been weird lately, but as far as eclipse season, I don't know. But the one thing I will say that's happening tomorrow is Mercury is going into retrograde, so I'll be ready for that, because I've been experiencing some technology problems, and I'm like, and even speech problems too. I've been stumbling over my words lately, but I will say that it's been better than usual. But yep, Mercury's going retrograde tomorrow. Right now we're in the shadow period of that. Mercury is doing what exactly? Mine was in my 12th house and I was overwhelmed for a bit. People are getting exposed. Some guy that, wow. That's deep. Maybe I'm just not paying attention to what's going on, because I'm just like, that's deep. The universe will start to adjust itself. Absolutely. Let's see. My hubby is a Cancer and he's been moody when he's normally so mellow. Is it because of Mercury? No, if he's a Cancer, Mars is there. So Mars is really just, it's triggering us Cancer placements. I'm a Cancer ascendant myself. I've been feeling fine. It's just that the energy around me has just been a little like off. But I also got Saturn going through my 9th house currently. So I know that part of my karmic lessons right now is to stay positive and optimistic. But I'm like, you know, the energy is a little different and a little kooky around me. But if he's been moody lately, it's probably because of Mars and Cancer. Definitely he needs to establish his emotions and face them head on, because if not, that can lead to violent outbursts and lashing out. Let's see here. Yeah, energy yesterday was weird. Or how is astrology affecting Cancer Mars? Well, Mars in Cancer is a debilitated placement, and so they tend to bottle up a little bit more. Very protective people, but like Cancer Mars is not the cutest energy to work with, so you need to tap into that opposite energy, the Capricorn energy, to balance it out. All right, who is next? Jessica Calderon, we're up to you. All right, let's see. I'm typing in your information now. I feel red. I'm telling you, it just is what it is. Astrology does not lie. Is it just the Mercury sign that's going to be affected, or other planets too? For Mercury retrograde? Because for Mercury retrograde, unless it's crossing over other planets, then no. It's just going to affect that house. But if it's crossing over like major placements that you may have, forming aspects to that, then it may personally affect you if it is hitting personal planets. If it's hitting outer planets, it may not trigger like something, because it's more of a collective thing rather than a personal thing if it's an outer planet. All right, is Jessica Calderon here? Let's see. What sign is Mercury retrograding in? Taurus. Taurus. Let's see. Hello. Do Pisces placements love being treated badly? No, but it is a karmic sign. Okay, Jess is here. That's great. I love to hear it. So it only triggers Taurus placements? No, it can trigger the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Aries, Aquarius. No, sorry, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, not Aries. It may semi-sextile Aries if you have placements there, but if you have any placements within the fixed signs, this is really where it's going to hit them. If you have a Mercury going retrograde in the angular houses, so houses 1, 4, 7, or 10, it is going to affect you more so than others. But it really depends on what house is hidden. You know, so some people may not feel it, some people may feel it. All right, let's see here. Jess is here. I'm just typing in her information. And let's see. All right, last call for readings. I am going to close it a little bit early today because I do have plans later and I cannot afford to be here all today. So last call for readings. When I finish typing in readings are closed, that's when readings are going to be closed. I do have my thing up right now, so I'll reload it. But readings right now are almost closed. So last call. If you send it within the reading that I'm doing now, I'll take it. All right. But when I start the next reading, if you didn't donate, it's going to be a refund. All right. I have Sag and Mercury. How is it going to affect me? It's going to form a quincunx, so I don't think it's really going to, affect you that deeply unless you have Taurus placements. Wherever Taurus is in your chart, pay attention to the house because that's really where it's going to affect you the most. All right, I'm trying. No worries, no worries. Take your time. While we are waiting for people to donate, let's all say hello to Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Jessica. I've been seeing a lot of Gemini ascendants, Leo ascendants, Libra ascendants, Virgo ascendants. I'm going to start keeping tally. But while we do that, let's see if you have any critical degrees over here. You do. Neptune 26 Capricorn critical degree, Chiron 13 Libra critical degree as well. All right, both cardinal signs. Chiron is retrograde, so these could be self-inflicted wounds, but let's see what else is going on in the chart. We do have Moon 29 Pisces critical degree, Venus 13 Aries critical degree, and Jupiter is spiritually protecting you. Look at that 10-10. That could be confirmation for you. All right, so let's get to your chart. Let's see what's going on here. All right, in a past life, you were definitely focused on becoming part of the larger organization. Friends, groups, networks could have been applicable here too, but the execution of your future endeavors was really what was on your mind here. Now, I will say that you need to pay attention to your ideas in this lifetime. They can help to progress society forward. A little bit of that past life energy coming into this lifetime too, especially with Mercury still being in the sign. Uranus here, you are quite innovative, okay? Especially with that conjunction too. So really put some action behind your ideas. You never know what can come of it. But this is really going to pertain more towards relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. You'd benefit from writing your own contracts or your own prenup if you decide to get married. But you definitely yearn to be understood in a relationship, a partnership, an interpersonal connection. So just be sure that you have an understanding for yourself before getting into a relationship. Also, you'd benefit from a friendship before getting into a relationship with somebody because there's the tendency here to either fall in love with the potential or not know enough of somebody before getting in a relationship here. So you'd benefit from having a friendship of some sort here too. All right, let's see here. Now, in this lifetime, you're really meant to focus on your confidence, building up your confidence, expressing yourself, shining your light, having fun in this lifetime. That's going to express itself when you prioritize your healing journey as well as prioritizing your transformation, okay? Because this lifetime is going to be a series of transformations for you with your sun being in Pisces in your 8th house here too. You need to watch for any controlling issues, micromanaging things that are outside of your control, as well as not rushing through your healing journey in order to get the maximum of that 8th house here too. It's what gives you emotional fulfillment, intimacy, vulnerability, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life. It's all going to help you to really step into your power and to give you that most fulfilling life possible. Okay, with it being a Pisces, you are going to come across some wisdom, so just be sure that you're sharing that with others. Saturn right now is going through Pisces in your 8th house. You're going through your Saturn return. You're meant to make your dreams a tangible reality, and it's not going to be easy, but it's going to put you in a position position of power if you prioritize your healing journey here. It is important, though, that you put some structure, organization behind your dreams to make them a tangible reality, and also establish a connection with the universe. That way you can get messages via your subconscious on how to move forward too. All right. You do have Venus in Aries. Other people can definitely help you to find a specific lifestyle that best works for you, or to help you to try to find the meaning of life. You can do it on your own, but don't be opposed to other people helping you out here. Very fortunate energy that can manifest for you if you do tap into outer perspectives, okay? Part of what you're meant to build in this lifetime pertaining to career, status, legacy, and life's work, it is going to take some time. It is going to require a lot of time too, but it is going to be around for a long time once you put in the patience, okay? With that Taurus MC. So it is going to be a slow process, but it's all going to work out for you. All right. You do have Chiron conjunct your North Node in Libra in your third house here. Tell me you were born in 96. I have a friend with the exact same placements here. All right. I will say with the North Node conjunct Chiron here, perhaps maybe your communication or developing your skills could have caused you to have been talked about, gossiped about, people spread misinformation about you early on, and this could have caused some wounds. First and foremost, this could indicate karmic relationships with Chiron being in Libra, so watch out for that. Other people may not have your best intention of heart here, but I will say that part of your destiny is to see the other perspective in regards to your thought process, in regards to your immediate environment, how other people may think around you, is because I could see your South Node energy. Perhaps maybe you were so stuck within your beliefs, and now in this lifetime you're meant to open up that perspective a little bit by getting other people's opinions. I know it's going to cause a little bit of wounds, but it will help you essentially to heal yourself and to help heal other people moving on. Okay. Now I do see Pluto and Sagittarius in the 5th house. It is a good placement for Pluto to be in, but you may feel as though that you're a generational curse breaker because your upbringing was quite transformative here. Be sure that you're letting go of any emotions that no longer serve you, as well as letting go of what no longer is in alignment, okay? But with it being in the 5th household sign, it is really important that you're building up your confidence and expressing yourself, having fun in your life, and not being over obsessed with it, because this will definitely help you to stand in your power, essentially. Jupiter in your 6th house definitely gives you a very busy day to day. All right, a lot of mundane responsibilities, a lot of daily operations to do. All right, it is important that you have some sort of routine and schedule in your day to day. With Jupiter being in Capricorn, naturally very disciplined. You may yearn for more freedom in your day to day. You actually may yearn to really work based off your own hours here, but just be sure that you are approaching your day to day with a more realistic approach, okay? Because with Capricorn here, it could be quite karmic for you. But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. All right, let's see here. All right, readings are closed, everybody. If you didn't get your readings in, that's tough. I'll probably be back sometime next week if I'm not back for the rest of this week, okay? So readings are closed. I did get 2 more readings. I got Alexa and I got Mama Lou. All right, but after Mama Lou, you gotta go. All right. I said what I said. All right. Maggie is up next. While we wait for Maggie, if you guys have more questions, let me know. Can you talk more about Aquarius in the 3rd house? Yes. These individuals tend to say things that people may not take in for years to come. You know, so don't get annoyed or upset or frustrated when people don't listen to you. Is because you're meant to say these things that are coming in the span of time. You know, a lot of people may consider you to be outdated or very different, very unconventional, but what you're saying has truth to it, but it's all about people understanding and comprehending you in a way that will kind of stick to their subconscious in a sense too. All right, let's see here. Maggie is here. That is great. But depending on the sign or the placements that are in Aquarius in the 3rd, it'll better tell me, do people like hearing what you have to say? Is what you're saying very karmic, or is it very authoritative? You know, so it depends on the placement in there. I have Taurus in my 7th house, and I've been getting very angry easily lately. Well, you do have Uranus in your 7th house currently too, with your Taurus being occupied with Uranus. And then you have the North Node energy in there. The sun just recently happened in there. Right now we're having a solar eclipse energy. So right now it's been a time for Taurus placements essentially too, you know. So I will say that it will get better in a span of months because Jupiter is coming in actually within about a month. So within a month, Jupiter will be transiting into Taurus, and it'll be a better experience overall. What does eclipse mean for Scorpio stellium, but I'm a Pisces rising? Well, for Scorpio stellium Pisces rising, it happened in your 3rd house. So new cycles with communication, developing your skills, siblings, cousins, your immediate environment, mundane knowledge, sharing information. It wouldn't really affect the stellium. I'm not going to lie to you. It is forming a balance, so perhaps balancing out things that you need to let go of around this time too, because your South Node is in Scorpio. But for the most part, it's moving more towards that 3rd house energy. All right, everyone, let's see here. We do have Maggie Webb. And by the way, for those, thank you guys so much. I've only had one other person that just sent it to my Instagram. But if in the case that you didn't send it, for next time, just be sure to include your birth information. But for the most part, today actually went pretty good. Ooh, excuse me. All right, so we're up to Maggie. I'm just typing your information in. Let's see here. I have Jupiter and Scorpio in the 12th house. Very transformative placement, but traveling to a foreign land definitely helps you to establish yourself spiritually. All right, just as long as you don't over-obsess with it. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, Mercury's my ruling planet, but it always gives me the blues. Why? Well, what's your ruling planet in? You know, so what sign is Mercury in? Because that can give me indicators. What house is it in as well? What is being aspected to Mercury too? Well, also right now, Mercury's in a shadow period. It's about to go retrograde tomorrow. So that can also be another thing why. Yeah. Let's see here. 316... 1985 and all right, everyone, we have our next contestant up. All right. Can I explain a stellium? Yeah, I can quickly. Then we're going to get to Maggie's chart, okay? Well, a stellium really depends on the astrologer. I'm not going to lie to you because it could be the cluster of planets within a certain amount of degrees together forming one energy, or it could be just multiple placements in one sign. So it really depends on the astrologer there. But for me, what I consider to be a stellium is the planets that are closer together because a stellium is one grand conjunction with 3 or more placements here, okay? So a conjunction, what is a conjunction? It takes 2 or more planets together and it blends to make one energy, you know? So say for instance, if you have a stellium in Scorpio using the Sun, Saturn, Mercury, the Sun, Saturn, and Mercury are blending together to form one energy. It's gonna be an energy, isn't it? You know, but that's more what a stellium is because it's the blending of multiple placements to make one grand energy, okay? So that's why I consider it to be close together, that clump, the cluster, the stellium, all right? Damn, solar eclipse and then Mercury retrograde. It's back to back. We're upping the ante. We're in the 2020s. Look, we're not messing around anymore. We don't have time for this one-trick pony astrology. You know, when one door closes, the other one has to open. That's just how the cookie crumbles. You should have seen March. March had no chill. Yeah. Let's see. Mercury retrogrades for me are like deep for thinking. Not a lot of chaos, honestly. Well, it's in the earth signs now. I'll say for the last couple of years, it's been in the water signs, and I did not like it. And then it went in the air signs, and it hit my water houses. So right now it's actually hitting my air houses, but it's hitting the earth signs. So I didn't feel when Mercury was going retrograde in Capricorn all that much, but it's going retrograde in my 11th. So we'll see. We'll see. No messing around. The universe will get her shit together. Absolutely. All right, everyone. Let's say hello to Maggie. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Maggie. All right, another Leo ascendant. See, if Mikey were here, Mike's my friend. He comes from time to time. If he were here, he'd be having a field day because he's a Leo ascendant. All right, let's see here. Do you have any critical degrees? Yes, you do. Uranus 17 Sagittarius critical degree. We have North Node 21 Taurus critical degree. MC 29 Pisces, Aries critical degree. Let's see over here. And then we have... you are spiritually protected through your Mars placement, that 111. That could be confirmation for you on your journey. But we do have Jupiter 8 Aquarius critical degree as well. That's pretty much it. Nothing bad, nothing major. I also have Jupiter in Aquarius too, so Jupiter twins. All right, in a past life, you were definitely focused on friends, groups, networks, organizations, the execution of your future endeavors, paying attention to your ideas, and really progressing society forward with them, making the world a better place. You have some natural experience in this area of your life, and this time around, it also gives you emotional fulfillment, but you need to watch for over-intellectualizing your emotions and feeling them through. Of course, that's going to pertain to relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. Just be sure that you are finding a balance with yourself. Of course, we see 222 on the clock, okay? In this lifetime, you're really meant to focus on building up your confidence, expressing yourself, shining your light, getting yourself out there, and not dimming your light because of self-sabotage or other people's projection. All right, you're meant to have fun in this lifetime, and this can best come through after when you are healing yourself and going through your transformation. This lifetime lifetime is going to be one big transformation for you, really elevating you to get yourself on your dharmic path, the path that you're meant to be on, okay? It's also meant to break you out of that shyness, okay? Sun in Pisces tends to be the shy energy, but with it trining the Saturn in the 4th house there in Scorpio, there's a lot of healing that needs to be done from the home area, okay? Perhaps maybe you had a transformative upbringing, harsh relationship with the parents, could have been mother especially, so probably you don't have the best relationship with family. You weren't able to express your emotions in the way that you wanted to. Maybe you didn't give the nurture and the love that you wanted as well too. It is really important that you give yourself the time to process your feelings and your emotions, but letting go of what no longer serves you emotionally will best benefit you here. All right, with Saturn in the 4th, it usually indicates a chosen family coming in for you at some point. Just don't over obsess with it. It'll definitely come with the span of time here too. Okay, with Uranus in the 5th house in Aquarius, Sagittarius, you really want to focus on not overindulging. You know, you may have a very different way on having fun, and there's nothing wrong with that, just as long as you don't overindulge or really take it over the top here. Watch for naivete. But when you are having fun and enjoying yourself, paying attention to the ideas that come across your mind, because they can actually help you to execute any future endeavors. All right, Neptune and Capricorn in the 6th, not that bad of a placement here. Just need to set up some energetic boundaries in your day-to-day, as well as really incorporate some spiritual development within your day-to-day as well. So finding the balance between the mundane and the spiritual. All right. Let's see here. And I have, we did that. Okay, so the 9th house, we have MC, we also have Venus, and we have Aries here. I'm just checking the degree of Mars because I know it's in Taurus, but I'm just checking it's that 111 energy. All right, so with your MC being at 29 degrees, at that critical degree here too, we had the solar eclipse happening right over your MC. So I really want to know, did you feel anything really? You know, did you really sense some change within that solar eclipse energy? I don't know if you felt anything because it also transited over your Mars. So did it frustrate you to some degree? But I will say here, within your belief system, within finding a philosophy for yourself, other people are meant to help you out here. So don't be afraid to let other people come on your journey. You are meant to share your experience, share your stories, share your wisdom with other people. So don't be afraid to do that. Could be a teacher. Definitely could be a person that people confide in for an experience as well, because you just may appear experienced or wise. So just go with the flow there. Definitely think before you speak. Think before you do with Mercury and Aries here. There is that level of impulsivity, so definitely watch for naivete, especially with that being in the 9th house too. Okay, part of your mission is to do whatever it is that you want to do, taking action towards your life's desires, just as long as you're not being impulsive or spontaneous around that. It's what you're meant to do, and you have the energy and drive to do it as well. Just as I said, watch for that impulsivity energy. Okay, but I will say, with it being in Taurus, taking your time, definitely allowing other people to give you resources to best help you to manifest your career status, I can see in life's work as well. All right, so what you're destined for, you're destined to be remembered for something, as well as having attention on you that will naturally come towards you. Now, with your MC ruler being in Aries, or your 10th house ruler being in Taurus, I'm going to go based off the 10th house here, okay? Now, your 10th house ruler is actually 12 places from itself, okay? We start from the 10th house, we go around the wheel, and that is at Venus and Aries, so it could come with this karmic energy here. So definitely establish energetic boundaries. That way you're not taking on other people's energy. Watch for energy drainers or people that are trying to drain your energy as well, okay? Let's see what else is going on here. You do have Chiron and Gemini in the 11th house, definitely wounds around rejection, trying to fit in, trying to understand yourself, or feeling misunderstood by the collective. Definitely don't be afraid to beat to your own drum here, because with this placement, you're different for a reason. You can really make the world a better place. And so with this placement, you're not meant to just fit in with any old group. You're meant to kind of go it alone for a little bit, because you're going to be that trendsetter, and everybody's actually going to come to you. A lot of gains to come here once you heal on your journey. But now this can also stem from people spreading misinformation about you early on, people gossiping about you too. You definitely want to find an outlet to get those words out. That way you're sharing your opinion, sharing your thoughts. It could be through journaling, speaking, writing as well, whatever best works for you. All right, let's see what else is going on here. I think that's pretty much it. I hit everything. All right, I am seeing that Grand Trine 159. That's a pattern I'm seeing today. I'm seeing that Grand Trine here 159. All right, you're in alignment with your dharmic path. Just focus on your healing journey, keeps you in alignment. All right, that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank y'all. All right, let's see here. Did I miss anything? I didn't. Okay. Of course. Let's see who's next. I have Haley up next. Haley is up next. You guys hear that too, right? All right, because this nincompoop goes up and down the street all the time and at the wee bit hours of the morning too. So I don't know his license plate number, and I'm pretty sure you don't know who he is. But to those people that are like that, why? Why? I need an explanation. All right, let's see here. How do I feel about Mercury and Scorpio in the first house, third house in Aquarius? I don't feel about it at all. I can tell you what it means. Mercury and Scorpio in the first house. I actually have Mercury and Scorpio. Definitely a truth seeker. All right, so there's power within your words. So you really want to focus on what is being said, okay? Because you are triggering unhealed wounds to other people, and they have a choice either to heal or to project. 9 out of 10 times they're going to project. So just realize the power within your words. Don't give in to the projection here. Third house in Aquarius. Third house in Aquarius, as I said earlier, there's the tendency to speak certain things out because it's a very progressive energy. So you speak a lot towards the future, but people may not interpret or understand it until years later. And then you see that everybody's starting to say certain things. So it's kind of like a hit or miss. Get people that definitely listen to what you have to say. If there's any placements in the third house, that definitely adds an impact there too. Let's see, Mercury and Scorpio. I love it. Yes, I love Mercury and Scorpio. It's a good placement. It's a good placement. I have it in my 5th house. What is that over there? Oh, that's somebody's profile picture. I thought that was part of my wall. Let's see here. Could you do a video about solar eclipses, how it may affect any placements? I could do a lesson based off of it because it's a little different now. I do lessons based off of what I have on my database, which, by the way, if in the case that you want to learn all about astrology, numerology, human design, tarot, whatever reaches out to you, I even have chakras and the universal laws. You can go to the link in my bio under TRZO Database, and I have a bunch of information and a bunch of lessons that will help you to understand astrology, numerology, human design, tarot, the chakras, and also universal laws. So that's the link in my bio. It's under TRZO Database, and it says next to it education. So it's all free information. In the case that you would want to know, I recommend the fundamentals of astrology. Teaches you the basics, and then you can go through the other lessons as well when you're ready. All right, so let's see here. We have Haley. Is Haley here? Let's see. Can I explain how Libra rising will be affected? Haley is here. Great. By the eclipse happening. The eclipse already happened. But for Libras, it's more just going to be new beginnings in regards to relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, since it's happening in their 7th house, but now it's already in your 8th. So now it's hitting your healing journey, your transformation too. So it's already left where it was meant to hit. All right, so we have Haley here. Let me just enter your placements. Maybe I'll do tarot in some weeks with you. I'm not rushing yet. Taking everything will come. Yeah, no, definitely. Do you have, let's see. I can invite you up some days too. Hopefully, do you have live access to live? Because I just do it live with you, It's so hard to tell. Some charts say my North Node is Virgo, some Libra. It's nearly cusp. Seems closer to Virgo. It's so hard to tell. Is it at 29 degrees Libra? Look at the arc minutes that come up because I know the systems are a little different, but you want to go with what the majority is saying. That's what I did for my my business chart. So TRZO actually is on the cusp of 29 degrees Leo and 0 degrees Virgo for the ascendant. So it's like one platform will say one thing, one platform will say the other, but the majority of them say Virgo, so I just went with Virgo. But I will say, the difference between the two would be how easy is it for you to start something new? Because if it's hard for you to start something or hard for you to get things off the ground, chances are you have that 29 degree placement. If everything is new and it's easy and everything seems kind of more fulfilling, more of the themes that are coming into your life have to do with relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, it's more catered towards Libra. If that's what feels more uncomfortable to you. Are you more independent or are you more kind of like, do you see the end result in mind? Do you have pronouns? He, him, his? I really don't give into that. I'm not going to lie to you, Let's see. I have Sag and Mercury, 1st house, Sag and Venus, 2nd house, Pluto, and do I have a stellium? Are they all within 10 degrees of each other? If so, then yes. If not, then no. Perfect. I want to remain respectful. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Haley, I'm sorry, I'm babbling. Let me just type in your information. Riverside, California. Oh, okay. I didn't live out there. I lived in Las Vegas. That's as west as I was going. Actually, no, I lied. I lived in Hawaii too. But Hawaii is not part of the continental 48. So as far as the continental goes, I lived in Las Vegas. That's as west as I was going. I'm not living in LA. It's too dry and cold out there for me. Let's see here. Let's 2 and then 1999. But I will say for Vegas too, like November 1st came and immediately that sun was not giving the love that it was giving in October. You know what I mean? Let's see. In the heat of the night, so right, I can't serve on your lips, yeah. All right, I'll get out of here sometime. All right, let's see what's going on. Everyone, let's say hello to Haley. Hi, Haley. Hi, Haley. Let's make it a little centered. There we go. Let's see if you have any critical degrees. Wow, wow, wow. All right, here we go. Any critical degrees over here? No, you don't have any critical degrees over there. I'm not seeing anything. Let's go over here. Do you have any critical degrees over here? You do. Mercury 29 Cancer, critical degree. Not the worst, not the best. All right, Venus in Virgo, critical degree, 4 degrees. It's a picky patty degree. All right, it's actually the picky patty sign. I said what I said. All right, but that's pretty much it. I'm not seeing anything else over there. All right. All right, so ascendant Capricorn. No, is your ascendant Aquarius? Yes, it is. If I can, yep, it's 1 degree Aquarius. All right. So in a past life, you're definitely focused on expressing yourself, building your confidence, putting yourself out there, really having fun, going on adventure, not giving into people's projection, and not self-sabotaging by dimming your own light too. All right. In this lifetime, it's where you shine. It's also what you're destined for too, but it's more going to pertain to relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. Okay. But I will say here that you need to find a balance with independence and codependence. There's nothing wrong with codependence, just as long as it's a healthy mix. Also, having a relationship with yourself is going to be best beneficial here, okay? You're meant to find your confidence within a relationship and find something that's best going to match the energy that you're bringing to, okay? You're meant to have fun in relationships as well. Business could be great here, especially if you're an entrepreneur too, all right? Let's see here. Now, you do have Venus in Virgo in the 8th house. It is the picky patty energy, but hey, you know what you want. I'm not going to be mad about that. I actually have Venus in the 6th, okay? But Venus in the 8th can actually bring inheritance after you go through a certain transformative energy or you prioritize your healing journey too. Watch for criticism for yourself and for other people here, okay? All right, moving on to Mars, MC, Chiron, Scorpio. It's in your 10th house, whole sign in Placidus. I'll say Mars in the 10th definitely gives you the energy and drive to build your career status, legacy, and life's work. With your Scorpio MC, you're meant to transform the collective, really aid them on letting go of what no longer serves them, letting go of what no longer is in alignment. All right, but this requires you to go through your own transformative energy here, which is why you got that Venus placement in the 8th. But I will say here that once you go through your own transformation journey, it allows you to help other people go through theirs too. Now, this is a toss-up placement here because it's either people really love you or they really hate you. So watch for the projection that comes on, okay? There could be the tendency to take on the projection from the masses, okay? That's where the wounds come in. Really prioritize your healing journey. Definitely focus on your career, status, legacy, life's work. Focus on your goals. Focus on your ambition. This will help you to not only heal yourself, but to heal other people too. They do have a fixed grand square here. It's actually called the Grand Cross, and they have it within the fixed signs too. Watch for stubbornness, but I will say here it does help to alleviate inner conflict or tension that they may have going on, okay, especially within their foundational houses too. Houses 1, 4, 7, and 10. That's the houses that we really need to pay attention to, and that you have a lot of angular placements, so you're feeling a lot of your energy too here. But I will say that any conflict or inner tension that you may have does tend to get relieved quickly because you got that energy going across the modalities there. All right. Now you do have Uranus and Neptune on the first house here. Neptune is conjunct the ascendant, so it's really important that you establish a connection with the universe, really focus on your spiritual development journey. Now, I also will say here that it can give you messages through your subconscious for your career status, legacy, and life's work, so that can even be a plus for you. Uranus here can definitely shake things up when you feel most comfortable, but it's helping you towards your future. It may bring some conflict and inner tension in regards to career status, legacy, and life's work, because you may not understand why things are kind of like the sudden shifts and everything like that, or you may not know what it is that you would like to do. All right, but the Uranus is definitely going to shake things up in order to get you on the path that you're meant to be on, okay? You can even utilize Uranus energy to manifest any future endeavors that you may have for yourself. All right, you do have Moon and Aries in that third house, so this means that you find emotional fulfillment through speaking with people that you feel comfortable with, talking about your feelings too. You do benefit from releasing your feelings right then and there, so you need to face your emotions head on, because if not, this can lead to violent outbursts and lashing out. We don't want that, now do we? Okay, but I will say with the Moon being in the third house, it could add to any ideas that you have for the future, so I'll definitely say tap into those tap into those ideas, but watch for the racing thoughts because there could be a lot of them, a very energetic mind going on there. You do have Jupiter and Saturn in the 4th house here. Could come from a very big family, all right, a very big immediate family, but there could be some harsh relationships within the family, perhaps maybe with the mother figure here too. Perhaps maybe you didn't receive the love that you wanted early on, or there could have been something with the expression of emotions that really caused some refrain or disdain from people in your family here too. Be sure that you're finding a sense of belonging within yourself. Definitely does indicate to me a chosen relationship is coming in at some point, all right? But just don't over obsess about it or, you know, kind of just like fixate on that. But I will say here that everything that did happen within your immediate environment early on is definitely going to help towards career status. I could see in life's work with that opposition there, all right? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart. You do have Mercury in Cancer in your 6th house for the last thing. I will say watch for criticism for self and other people. Education definitely could have been pushed in the home early on. But I will say with Mercury in Cancer, listen to your intuition. You're going to get a lot of intuitive nudges, especially within your day-to-day. So you really want to focus on that, okay? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank y'all. All right, let's see here. I think my mom's home. Let's see. Who is next? Who is next? We have Alexa Bischoff is next. It's Alexa here. Thank you. I will try not to obsess on a chosen person, of course, of course. And Alexa is here. Okay. Let's see here. All right, we have that. Let's see. 110. If you guys have any questions to ask, feel free to do so. I'm just typing in the information here, and I can understand it could be a little like dun dun dun. So just let me know. All right. Well, you're just going to hold off there for a little bit because we do have Alexa. So everyone, let's say hello to Alexa. Hi, Alexa. Hi, Alexa.
Hi there.
Oh.
I'm celebrating Earth Day all week.
All right.
I do up all sorts of amazing things about our planet. If you're curious, just ask me for a fun fact about Earth.
See, this is why you can't say Alexa's name, because now she's always listening. Anyway, moving on. Let's see here. That was so scary. I know. I literally, like, flinched. I'm screaming. Let's see here. Thank you for the note info. Of course, I definitely feel like I align more with Virgo. I struggle with those traits, but I want to grow into them. That's right. Come on, progress. All right. Let's see if you have any critical degrees, Alexa. Oh, not you, Alexa. Oh, God. Okay. Let's see. Over here, do you have any critical degrees? You don't have any critical degrees over here. But let's see about over here. Mercury 9 Aquarius critical degree. Venus 29 Sagittarius critical degree. All right. 2 critical degrees. Nothing bad, nothing major. All right. Let's see what the rest of the chart is saying. All right. Libra ascendant. In a past life, you're definitely focused on self-independence, identity, taking action towards your life's direction, as well as giving back to yourself through self-nourishment. In this lifetime, you're really meant to focus on relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. That's best going to manifest for you within home, family. Oh, let's see here. Is Venus in Sagittarius at 29 degrees at the critical degree. So it's best going to manifest for you through siblings, cousins, your immediate environment, communication, developing your skills, as well as becoming curious of mundane knowledge. People definitely like to hear what you have to say because you have experience backing it up, okay? But I will say here that it is conjunct Uranus. Although Uranus is in Capricorn, it is still in a conjunction, so sudden shifts to the mind, okay? Definitely pay attention to your mindset, all right? Because there can be sudden changes, especially when it's going in a way that you may not like. But jumping into your 4th house here, because we got quite the party in Capricorn. We have Uranus, Saturn, we have Neptune, and we have the Sun here too. Probably could have been a strict upbringing, harsh upbringing, perhaps with the mother figure through family as well. Could have had to grow up quick as well with it being in Capricorn. Probably didn't get the love and the nurture that you wanted, or perhaps maybe you weren't allowed to express your emotions growing up too. It is really important that you give yourself the time to process any feelings and emotions that pop up instead of suppressing them, because Capricorn in the 4th definitely has a indication to suppress their emotions. So definitely watch out for that though. I will say that you could be building up some type of foundation for yourself here, but just be sure that you're not rushing into doing this. I don't see any Mars placements here or any Mars aspects to your, well, I do. I see a bit with the Sun and Neptune. But I will say with this placement here, just watch out for rushing to build any foundations if you're trying to do that. But I will say with Saturn in the 4th, it usually does indicate some chosen family energy coming in. So just don't over-obsess with the chosen family coming in. But people are coming in to help you to be more vulnerable and to allow you to express yourself in the way that is best in fit with your authentic self, if that makes sense, okay? But all that has happened within your early childhood is definitely helping towards your career, status, legacy, and life's work. Your 10th house is in Cancer, though your MC is in Leo. You're meant to build up your confidence and to express yourself. Really have fun in your career, status, legacy, and life's work, too. But whatever you do for your career, status, legacy, and life's work, just be sure that you have emotional fulfillment within it, okay? That's what's going to help you to not only heal yourself, but to heal other people, too. You do have Jupiter in the 8th house. Not a worst placement, not the best placement. It does include a lot of transformative experiences as well as a lot of healing that needs to be done. All right, so going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, definitely letting go of your past, but accepting your past for what it was will definitely help you to heal. There is going to be wisdom that comes with this placement. Be sure to share that with others. But with Jupiter in Taurus, definitely an indicator for some sort of inheritance. It may be big. Okay, let's see. Mars in Aries, just be sure that we're not rushing through any business dealings as well as relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection. Okay, watch out for forming in too much independence within the relationship here too. But I will say spontaneity as well as impulsivity can definitely be seen in a relationship. Just watch out for a lot of it. All right, a balance here is needed between having a relationship with yourself and having a relationship with another person too. So definitely keep that in mind. We do have Mercury and the Moon in Aquarius in your 5th house here. Very expressive with your emotions. Definitely find fulfillment through having fun, love, romance, just going on adventures. You do tend to have fun in a very different and unique way. And it could give you ideas towards your career when you are building up your confidence and having fun. So definitely pay attention to that when you are out and about on your adventures and your endeavors. Okay, you do have North Node in Pisces in the 6th house here. Definitely meant to focus on your daily responsibilities as well as your daily operations. Work schedule routine around personal development and physical health. Definitely watch for escapism within your day-to-day as well as escaping your mundane responsibilities. You need to face your responsibilities head on here, as well as making your dreams a tangible reality because Saturn is transiting your 6th house and your North Node currently. Just be sure that you have some structure and organization with around your day-to-day because some karmic lessons can definitely come up here too. All right, so that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Be sure to learn the power within yourself when you're dealing with other people. Other people may project onto you, calling you intense or intimidating, but be sure not to take on that energy because you are triggering their unhealed wounds just by you being yourself. All right, that is also going to manifest as a 2nd house Pluto, so just be sure that we're not over-obsessing over money and not equating money to your worth and value, all right? And that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. All right, and we're on to our last read. We have Mama Lou. Mama Lou, what a do? All right, let's see here. We're going to type in that information. And be sure to like and share to get us out there. If you're not already doing so, be sure to follow me. That way you get notified every time I go live. All right, I'm probably going to be back next week, all right? Because I did go live on Tuesday, you know? So I'll probably be back next week live. But if you want to book a private reading with me, of course, my readings are open for the month of April. So go to the link in my bio under Universal Analysis, and then you can book there. I do astrology, numerology, and tarot. So if you like what you see today, feel free to book with me. All right, spot on. Thank you, of course. And Mama Lou is here. Let's see. Can I be next? Somebody just asked. No, my readings are closed for today. So after this reading, I'm actually going to GO out the ZO, and I'm going to be on my way because I got some things to do today. So that's just it. But I did give you options if in the case that you do want a future reading, okay? Let's see here. I feel stuffy. Like, my nose feels stuffy. It was stuffy last time I was live, too. But it's just that one nostril. Does anybody else get that? Where it's, like, stuffy in one nostril, but you feel fine and everything like that? Let me know. Let's see. And, all right, everyone. For our last reading, let's say hello to Mama Lou. All right, let me get this all set up here. Click that. And we're going to flip the camera. Hi, Mama Lou. Hi, Mama Lou. Ooh, we got a Cancer ascendant. Is it at 6 degrees? It is not. It's a chop. All right, let's see if we have any critical degrees. You do. Neptune 17 Sagittarius, critical degree. Let's see what's going on over here. I'm not seeing any critical degrees over here, so you only have the one critical degree. Nothing bad, nothing major. Oh, yep, Neptune 17 Sag. All right, let's see what's going on in the chart. Can this scroll up? Oh, where am I? There we go. All right, so in a past life, you were definitely focused on being prominent in society, focused on career, status, legacy, and life's work. In this lifetime, this is where you find emotional fulfillment, but this is more going to pertain to relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. Watch out for emotional manipulation within a relationship setting. Definitely watch out for suppressing your own emotions or suppressing the emotions of others when you're in a relationship dynamic. Very good for business. Just be sure to not include your emotions within business all the time. All right, definitely need to find a balance between having a relationship with yourself, also focusing on your own endeavors. Definitely focusing on identity, independence, and taking action towards your own life directions will definitely help you to establish balance here. In this lifetime, you're really meant to focus on home and family, your private life, as well as your home and family, processing your feelings and your emotions, listening to your intuition, as well as channeling your authenticity. Who are you truly? Who are you behind closed doors? And that's best going to manifest for you through your 7th house, through relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection. So it's kind of like a catch-22 energy. Just be sure that you form a relationship with yourself and you're not always giving to other people. Hey, how you doing, Taryn? Let's see here. Let's see. Well, you have Mars in the 12th house. So Mars in the 12th, not the easiest energy, though. You do have energy and drive to really cater towards your spiritual development, establishing a connection with the unknown, as well as establishing a connection with the universe, too. Just be sure not to rush through your healing journey or rush through your spiritual journey, too. Now, with Mars being in Gemini, watch for the argumentative energy. Watch for masculinity. Could be karmic here. All right. Definitely watch for debates, too. They could be karmic. Some could be, but like not all. Don't be afraid to share your opinion, but you do have a very chatty subconscious. So just be sure to pay attention to any messages that may come across through dreams or just through daydreaming as well. You do have Chiron and Taurus in the 11th house here. There are wounds around rejection, trying to fit into with the crowd that you don't really benefit or resonate with, or trying to understand yourself. First and foremost, you may feel understood because you may feel different. You are different for a reason. You can really innovate society and push society forward just as long as you understand your own energy. With it being in Taurus, it is going to manifest through that 2nd house there, and you have quite the energy in the 2nd house. Definitely need to understand your worth and value, finding the balance between giving and receiving. Okay, also realizing your worth, because knowing why you have the energy that you have, because you have a lot of natural talents here. In fact, it's where you shine. Okay, you could be an artist, a singer, an entertainer, could be doing something within business, could be an entrepreneur as well. Just be sure that you are developing confidence within your gifts, your abilities, and within your worth and value. This will help you to heal not only yourself, but to heal other people. Okay, you do have the energy to establish your worth and value, just as long as you are not overindulging. Watch for frivolous spending with this placement as well, okay? With Mercury here, you do benefit from having multiple sources of income. Could be a public speaker here too, because you're asked to be very confident with what you say, what you speak as well, okay? Now, I will say that there is major square action here between the 11th and the 2nd house. You do have a lot of goals and visions and dreams that you would like to manifest, but you may not, or you may feel as though that you don't have the resources to get them done. You have everything you need to get to the next step. So be sure that you are utilizing the resources that you have within your immediate environment to get to that next level, okay? You do have a North Node in Virgo and Saturn in Virgo in your 3rd house here. So it is really important, first and foremost, you could be a jack of all trades, master of none, but you'll always do it better than the master of one. It is important that you watch for gossip, watch for spreading misinformation. Could be karmic for you. But your communication, developing your skills it's really going to get better with time, because the 3rd, the 6th, the 10th, and the 11th house are called Yubacha houses, so they get better with time because they deal with skill and longevity. And of course, those require practice and development themselves, okay? But I will say with that North Node in Virgo, it's all about the process of getting you to the end result, because you see the end result in mind, you can see that vision, but the process of getting there is something that you probably didn't think about. And so it's all about really taking the tangible steps to manifest your dreams and to make them a tangible reality too. You do need to have some type of connection with the universe, as I said before, because this will really help you to it will help you to understand where you're going in your career, status, legacy, and life's work. Of course, it does fall into the 9th house, so you really want to focus on finding a philosophy, a meaning of life, a certain belief system that fits you. Doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual, but you are meant to expand on that, okay? So part of your purpose can definitely include sharing your story, your experience, experience your wisdom with others too. All right. You do have Pluto and Libra in the 4th house. Definitely a transformative upbringing. You're meant to be a generational curse breaker. All right. So it's not going to be easy here. It is part of a yod here. So you really need to focus on your MC. All right. So pay attention to Virgo transits because that can activate that yod for you. The yod is bringing in a special purpose for you. All right. We won't know what that special purpose is, but we know how to activate the yod. So once you activate the yod, your purpose will be revealed when you're ready. And of course, once you fulfill that specific purpose, everything's going to work out for you. All right. But this is the universe kind of giving you an indication to pay attention to a certain place in your chart. All right. Let's see. Uranus in the 5th house in Scorpio definitely needs to develop your confidence within your unconventionality. Okay. Because that can give you ideas on how to execute your future endeavors here. So you definitely need confidence with whatever it is you're trying to manifest for yourself that pertains to your future. Just as long as you don't over obsess with that too. Okay. South Node recently transited over your Uranus placement natally. So that means letting go of anything that does not serve you in regards to ideas, friends, groups, networks, and organizations. Perhaps maybe friends that could be over egoic or friends that may not motivate you to be a better individual too. All right. Neptune in the 6th, definitely watch for taking on too much energy in your day-to-day. You do benefit from establishing some energetic boundaries. That way you're not dealing with any drained energies or energies that are trying to take advantage of you. Okay. But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. You do have a grand trine within the 1st, 5th, and 9th house, which means that you're in alignment with your dharmic path. To stay in alignment, just prioritize your healing journey, okay? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing. Thank you. All right, everybody, that's it. I'm done for today. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like and share to get us out there. Also, be sure that you are following me. That way you get notified every time I go live. But without further ado, I thank you for watching today. And for those that I didn't get to, you can always book a reading in the link in my bio. It's under Universal Analysis. But until next time, I fare thee well. Thursday, April 20th, 2023. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.